Hey everybody, Brian Troe coming to you from Mossy Creek Fly Fishing with your fly fishing forecast. The date today is Monday, the 12th of December. So, looks like we're starting to really finally get into some winter weather this week. It's going to be just kind of cool for the next 2 days. And then it looks like we're starting to get a pretty good chance of some of our first real ice, snow, I don't know. Who knows what it's going to be right now, but they're calling for a lot of wintry weather Wednesday, Thursday into Friday morning. So just be aware of that if you're traveling, if you're going to be heading up high in the mountains to places like North River Delayed Harvest, where the roads don't get treated or plowed. Just kind of keep an eye on the weather going into the middle to later half of the week. And then it looks like by this weekend, going into next week, the first really big cold shot since midway through November is going to be upon us. So try and get out now, watch it's kind of calm and overcast and not too gnarly or nasty. I can tell you that out of all the weeks of the year, this is like one of the best weeks to go out and fish if you're one of those folks that likes to just have space and water to yourself. So with people making plans for the holidays the following week, it's just a really good time to get on the water if you can get a free day. So as far as the fishing goes, the mountain streams are cold. They're going to be close to freezing, especially as we move through the storm into next week and we have sub-freezing days. So, that the key to that is fish your warmer hours, dress for success, make sure that you're fishing at depth, and just make sure that you're gridding out the water, which is something that I preach a lot on here. Just covering water. The fish aren't going to move real far, they're not going to work real hard, so it's kind of your job to drift that nymph right to the fish's mouth. Load up on your nymphs. Nymph fishing is going to be king for the next couple of weeks, if not beyond. If you fish streamers, just fish them slow and deep on the bottom. The spring creeks are going to be a little bit better bet. They're going to be milder. The fish aren't going to be nearly as cold. The next couple of days should be pretty good getting out there. Same thing though, still want to be out on that water later in the day when things warm up a little bit. A lot of folks ask us, just because we're out on the water a lot in the winter as guides, what do you do with these? What do you do with your hands? Well, the hard part about fly fishing is you need to have fingertips exposed for a good portion of what we do, whether it's tying on flies, picking flies out of your box, stripping line, managing line, and even for some people just casting. So we've got a great selection of fingerless gloves here. We've got fold over mitts, we've got Gore-Tex waterproof mitts, we've got wool mittens. So just make sure you find what you need. Keep those fingers and hands as warm as you can. Take little breaks. I always put pocket warmers, little pocket warmers that you can get at Costco and stuff, and I'll grab those and put them inside my mitten or inside my fingerless gloves on the top, okay, trapped between the glove and the top. And what that does is it warms up all the blood that's going to your fingers and kind of keeps you out there on the water a little bit longer. That coupled with, a nice Yeti full of warm coffee or hot chocolate to kind of warm you up from time to time. So just dress well. Dress for the elements, and it'll keep you out on the water a whole lot longer. As far as the musky fishing goes on our larger rivers and streams, it's been pretty good. We've had some follows, we've had some eats. Obviously, continuing to get rain. It feels like it rained almost every other day last week, so that was helpful. We're still in a deficit, so we still could use some more rain. So any of this sleet or snow melt is always good for the river systems. That'll be welcomed here in the next couple of days as well. So, but just like all the other fish, as those water temperatures plummet, the metabolism of the muskie is going to go down as well. So fish slow, fish deep. One of the advantages of fishing flies for muskie as opposed to gear is you can fish them slowly and they're still moving. The feathers, the furs, the articulated shanks, when you pause a fly, it still looks alive, all right? And so that's one of the big advantages to using a fly over something like a big barbelled spinner like the conventional guys use. So get out there, grit out the water, stay warm. We've got a lot of deals and stuff going on here in the shop. The reason I'm coming to you today from the fly tying room is because it's probably going to be a really good week to tie flies. So when it gets super gnarly, freezing rain is like, just for me, it's like the worst weather. You can't drive in it if it's on the roads. It's a nightmare, and it's a nice day to sit inside, stay warm, get your fly tying, get your fly selection up so that next little break in the weather, you're ready to roll. So if anybody has questions on where to go, what to fish with, what the current conditions are, you need an update on how much snow or ice we got because you're looking to head out this weekend, you want to make sure the roads are good, and you're coming from DC or Richmond or wherever and you want to know, all you got to do is just give us a call or email us. We could save you a lot of time driving. And then, of course, our favorite is stop on in the shop and see us, ask us questions. We got a lot of great deals going on this week leading into the holidays. And so we hope to see you all. All right, I'll catch you next week.